My name is Stefan Martinez, and I'm doing this video to help you understand what's in your food. I recently learned about what's in my food, and it really sparked a lot of questions and made me want to go deeper and figure out exactly what I was doing to myself in the long run, and just to get more educated. I feel that we don't know enough about our food nowadays, and that happens to be one of the biggest problems and proponents, I think, of major health issues we have in today's world. So tonight we're going to discuss what do you know about our food, what do you know about your food, and we're going to go through different sections. And the first section will be so what's in our foods, the ingredients. And let's start here. So you may think you know what's in your food. I thought the same thing when I first started eating food too. You buy something off the shelf and there's these hundreds of shelves of food and tons of varieties of delicious morsels of greatness that, probably deep down aren't the best options or alternatives, but not being educated, what do you know, how do you know what to buy? So, through some research and definitely some documentary watching, because let's be honest, those are a lot of fun too, I learned a lot about food and what goes in it. So, the ingredients you think that are in your food that you think should be in your food, look at your ingredient label again. The odds are there's probably not anything that you can recognize on your ingredient label. You may see things like whey, possibly corn syrup solids, things that seem familiar and that you'd be able to identify where it came from. But a lot of those things in this ingredient list that we have, you can't even pronounce. And one rule of thumb is if you can't pronounce it, you probably shouldn't eat it. That's always a good thing to think about. Now, we think about what else is in our food. We think about what vegetables do we eat. The biggest producer of our massive agricultural system of the crops are soy and corn. And when it comes to soy and corn, we have two different crops that are designed not to be eaten after being grown, but to be scientifically dissected and broken down to different components and compounds that they can then insert in the food to make it sweeter or to make it taste better, more attractive, different colors. It's where you get these solid colors, these beautiful browns and reds. When if you look into like an actual organic fresh market, you would see not a carrot that's orange in all the carrot section, but actually a carrot that's purple and white and red and orange. So what that does is it begs the question: who said it was okay to put this in food? And that's the question I'm looking for. Is the answer I'm looking for? And I don't know. And I feel like it's time for us to find out some information. So as you look on that shelf and you start to wonder about the different things that go into your food, take the time to read the label. Take the time to understand where it comes from. So let's talk about how our meat is raised. So, when we go to pick up meat in the grocery store, we have a lot of time to see this picture of this beautiful prairie, of course, herds of cattle being wrangled in by this very attractive cowboy in a nice hat, and it makes you believe that that's where your meat comes from. That's how it's treated, that's how it's raised, that it's this free-roaming, free-ranging, beautiful animal that gets to do what it wants before it becomes, a cheeseburger for us or a steak dinner. But in reality, it's not the truth. If you actually look and see what the truth is in reality of how our meat is raised, how it's handled, how it's inhumanely approached, you start to understand that when you create an industry that allows the meat to be sick, you're going to have sick people. The saying has always been, you are what you eat, and that's no different for the food that we eat now. So when animals are fed a diet that's not proper, cows should eat grass, and if they're fed corn, which means the fat makes them sick, but the fatty meat tastes better to us. So it's one of those things where we have to start acknowledging that maybe if you believe in a karmic existence, or maybe you don't, but these animals deserve a better chance. We can definitely consume them, but we need to rethink the way we approach the consumption of the animals in the world. All right, so how do you fit in this puzzle? How do we make a change? How do we get better informed? And the first thing you can do is by looking things up. Go to Google, check out the images, look at the ingredients and research the ingredients that are in your foods and understand what you're putting in your mouth. We tell our children and our friends and family to be healthy and to take care of themselves so we can have long lives together. But if you're not doing it yourself, you're doing your family and friends a service. So also remember that sugar is everything. When I mean everything, the white sugar is in everything. And it's one of the most highly addictive compounds you can have in the world. And some nutritionists actually view it as a drug, more effective and worse than cocaine, which is kind of a heavy title to put over that. But when you understand what it does to our bodies and how it makes our bodies addicted and want to crave this, which is in most every single sugar through this process, even the foods that you think aren't a process, like sushi, has tons of sugar in it. That's designed to keep you coming back. One nutritionist said it best, which I believe was very interesting to me. Said that the food industry is in the game of addictions. They need you to come back so you can keep buying the food. So really the next question that we have to ask ourselves is, are we an experiment with GMOs and with this soy and corn being the staple crops, and with homogenizing our fruits and vegetables and homogenizing the meat industry? Are we really creating the world that we want of bountiful vegetable food, or are we creating a system that just makes us sick? And there's plenty of studies that show that food and illness are a huge link. I'm not saying that's the cause of every disease on the planet, but it definitely has a very large toll on the ones that are killing us the quickest, like cancer, cardiac arrest, cardiovascular disease. Things that you normally don't know you have until it's too late, or it's just at a point where it's difficult to fight it off. So, in essence, what you want to take away from this is you want to take away the idea that an active lifestyle, 30 minutes a day, is good for you. Stay active. Try to be less sedentary. Proportion your food and know what you're eating before you put it in your mouth. That's the biggest things you can do to take away and to make sure that you live a long, healthy life. I really appreciate your time tonight, and I hope that I've given you some ideas as to think about and to question your supermarkets and what they're putting on their shelves. And I have some resources coming out that will help you become more aware of your surroundings and